Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bulldogs return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the tailback. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference,
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
The offense starts with a short field. The give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Got his man on the right. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge...
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. The aerial assault continues. And he's got it! Touchdown, Mississippi State!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Yeah, we saw it last week. This guy's got big play ability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays, chews up a ton of yards, and really catapults this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be...
Touchdown, Huskies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 flash. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
On 3rd down, going up top. Going deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll haul it in and take it to... Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll try to pick up the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires and picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, looking again to throw. It's complete. A huge pickup. Right down the gut of the field. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Washington. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Bulls his way forward. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way.
The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. I mean, already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
He has so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leads them in 2nd and manageable. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, you got to stop the run.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Gives it to the back on the draw. Fights off a defender. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up the sack there.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Jean-Pierre. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Looking to throw on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. They'll try the left side. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first time.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Those screenplays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really...
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward. And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it takes you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Using his feet to buy time. Lets it fly. Got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Movement here from the tight end. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's got him this time. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to power their way ahead. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback checking off. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Fresno State dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. On second down, he'll fire. Complete downfield. Gets away from one, finds room. Oh, look out! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll put the tight end in motion. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Bringing it back. Past the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
A strike downfield. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. Pulled down for the tackle.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things.
Touchdown, Washington! And the pummeling has started. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been. And that's why their ranking is so high.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 20. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd touchdown, Huskies! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Mississippi State, 31.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Getting lofts one high and deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like